Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third Universal Cup semifinals. My name is Tan Jie. It's my great honor to be your host for today's closing ceremony. Earlier, we reviewed highlights from the 2024 Universal Cup finals in Dongguan. That's a remarkable global event. Before we start, on behalf of Universal Cup, I want to express our most sincere gratitude to Huawei and ZhenFund for their generous support. The Universal Cup is an organization aiming at serving the competitive programming community, dedicated to provide high-quality training resources and hosting on-site global events. Now, to officially begin the closing ceremony of the third Universal Cup semifinals, our co-president, Dr. Jin Bangchen, will first give us a welcome speech. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the closing ceremony of the third Universal Cup semifinals. Before the official results are announced, please allow me to take a moment to share some thoughts from organizing this event. So the last time we met was in February at the finals in Dongguan. Since then, the Universal Cup has not been content with ourselves. After listening to feedback and suggestions, we have continued moving forward and making progress. Half a year has flown by, yet within these 6 months, both the world at large and our programming competition community has undergone changes far beyond what we could have imagined. Whether we admit it or not, the transformative era of AI has indeed arrived. On one hand, AI has truly become a powerful assistant in problem solving, helping us quickly form algorithmic ideas and efficiently complete code implementation. On the other hand, we have also seen an explosive rise of integrity issues caused by the misuse of AI, which violates the very principles of fair competitions. And perhaps an even more fundamental question arises. If AI's problem-solving ability has already reached or even surpassed that of our very best contestants, then what does that mean for the very existence of algorithmic competitions? Such a profound question may require long periods of discussion and exploration. Yet, for the Universal Cup, our answer has never wavered, clear and resolute. We devote ourselves to building the community, to consolidating and organizing resources precisely because our deep love for the programming competitions and our unwavering belief in their enduring value. But passion alone is not enough. It must be matched with concrete actions. To serve the community more professionally and more efficiently, we expanded our team and restructured our organization. In this very semifinal, the scientific community and the technical committee and the organizing committee each carried out their responsibilities, working hand in hand to ensure the smooth preparation of the contest. We also formed a brand new professional live streaming team who has successfully delivered both the in-contest coverage and the closing ceremony broadcast. Looking ahead, they will continue to take part in live streaming and promotion for all the major events for the community. During the season off, our system underwent an upgrade. Starting from the next season, each team account will be linked with its member account, making it easier to adjust the team composition in cases of member substitution or absence. Through these efforts, we aim to ensure that team participation information remains clear and accurate, and that the contest itself stays fair and transparent. We will also continue to improve the quality of our contest, especially the rated ones. We also plan to refine the rating formula so it better reflects the true performance of each team. Regarding the use of AI, we are currently formulating detailed regulations, which are expected to be announced at the start of the new season later this year. Our goal is to ensure the highest possible level of fairness in this contest, keeping the core of programming competitions focused only on experience, problem-solving skills, thinking, and coding skills, so that all participating teams can enjoy the challenge on an equal footing. Looking back on our journey, the Universal Cup would not have reached where it is today without your recognition and the support from many sides. We are deeply grateful to our sponsors, Huawei and ZhenFund, for their support, and we also sincerely thank everyone who proactively helped promote this contest. I would also like to take this opportunity to express my heartfelt thanks to all the staff of this semi-final for your hard work and dedication. Next, we have some exciting content sharing from Huawei and ZhenFund, followed by the announcement of the contest results. We hope you can enjoy this closing ceremony, and after this event, we will also welcome your feedback to help us improve even further. Finally, there's one more thing. Although it may seem obvious to many of you, I would like to take this chance to make it official. The third Universal Cup finals are now officially in preparation. Please stay tuned. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Chen, for your inspiring words. Next, please enjoy the introduction video from ZhenFund. Thank you for watching. Now let's welcome Miss Emma In, who is a partner at ZhenFund, to share the story of ZhenFund. Welcome.
Hi, everyone. My name is Emma, and I am a partner of ZhenFund. First of all, I'd like to thank Xinbang for this opportunity for me to share a little bit more about ZhenFund. And first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I joined ZhenFund in 2015, which is 10 years ago. And at that time, I just graduated from Stanford University, and I came back from United States and joined ZhenFund in Beijing. And this past 10 years has been a very exciting and interesting experience for me. And I also like to share a little bit more story about ZhenFund for you guys. And first of all, ZhenFund was founded by two co-founders of New Oriental Education. One is called Bob Xu, and another one is called Victor Wang. And New Oriental Education is a very legendary company. They were the first Chinese education company that went on public and listed in NYSE in United States. And this is very groundbreaking. And they paved a new path for Chinese companies that went on public. And then after they retired from New Oriental and six. And after several years of angel investing, they successfully helped four startups went on public in the US, and they have been very successful in their personal angel investing. So at that time, Neil Shen from Sequoia Capital found Bob and Victor, and they co-founded ZhenFund in 2011. So this is the brief history about ZhenFund. And our Chinese name Zhenge is actually originated from the word integrity, from the English word. So that's also our belief that we believe that people has integrity can be successful in the future. So our aspirations is to become the largest small fund in the world. And we started with very, very small fund with 30 million USD. And now our AUM is about, I think it's 1.2 billion USD dollar. So this is the brief capture about ZhenFund. So we do angels investing in China, and our culture has been very friendly with entrepreneurs, and we believe in integrity, and we want to work together with entrepreneurs and help them in the long run. And for the past 13 years of angel investing, we have 26 company went on IPOs and more than 40 unicorns already. And now we are a very well-known tech angel that focusing on tech startups. And also for the past several years, our investments are all focused on technology and AI. And this is our very different investment philosophy. And the only one, we are like Moonshot, like Manus, they all started their startups right after graduate from their bachelor's or their PhDs, and they started their own companies right after that. And we are very proud that we are the first, we write the first check to them and help them start their company from day one. And they also delivered their goals and dreams and make their company grow bigger and bigger and make more impact. And during our past 13 years of investing, we've invested more than 1,000 startups in China and also abroad. And we categorize them into 4 categories. They're such as young geniuses and super founders, like industry veterans and tech experts. So I think for our communities, I think we will fall into young geniuses and tech experts. And these are, I think, are the most important categories in the next 10 or 20 years, such as because AI and technology is growing so fast and change so fast. So I think you are the guys that are on the first top people that can build your own startups. So since we hold this philosophy, we can capture these young entrepreneurs very early, and we can see that in different categories and different industries, we capture this companies much more earlier than the market, and we are all the first round investors to these companies. So we do not follow any market trends, and we create the trends, and we capture the trends earlier. And these are our unicorns that captured the past 13 years. And we can see 2/3 of them, we are all the first round institutional investor. And 1/3 of them, we are the second round investor. And all of them are very early. And these are a whole capture of our AI portfolios. And I think we started AI investing, I think the earliest in China, as early as 2011, such as the computer vision category. We have IntelliFusion and DeepGlint. These are two computer vision companies that listed in China. And we also focus a lot on AI for science, robotics, and enterprise. These are all the companies that we captured for the past 10 years. And recently, for consumer AI and computational infrastructure, large language model, and like multimodal applications, we are also very active in investing in this kind of startups. For example, like Manus and ZhenSpark, these are two AI agents that can become very popular right now. And last year, like HeyGen, OpusClip, and these AI applications also rank in the very top of applications for AI. And we are continue to finding more teams and young geniuses to build AI kind of applications to use the most early and frontier AI technology to build interesting applications. So if you have any ideas and any interesting startups, please contact us, and we'd like to talk about that. Okay, here are some examples of Manus and ZhenSpark. And Manus are like kind of like ChatGPT deep research, and we can use them to help us do a lot of research. And ZhenSpark, we can use them to help with PPT and help with Excel and with a lot of office work, so that it can help you increase your efficiency. Okay, and we very believe that young people can change the world. Like Paul Graham has a very interesting saying that as a young founder, your strengths are stamina, poverty, ruthlessness, colleagues, and ignorance. And we checked the age of OpenAI's 3 co-founders when they started OpenAI. Sam Altman was 30 years old, Ilya was 28, and Greg was only 20. Ilya was 29, and Greg was only 28. So they all started this company very, very young. And so that's a very brief introduction about ZhenFund and our investment philosophy. So we also have a lot of interesting different programs that we would like to help people to learn about startups, so that if you are a student, we can offer you some scholarship to help you find your to bootstrap your idea when you're in like summer vacations. And we also have Zhen Residence and Zhen Campus that help you to meet a lot of interesting founders that's pretty young founders, and then you can learn from them. And also we have Hackathon and Zhen Planet. If you're a tech, like very deep tech entrepreneur, we can help you with that. Also, we have Oysters Club and Zhen Crab that help with the more experienced people to meet with your kind of similar founders together. So if you have like interesting ideas, you can also follow our official account on WeChat. And also we have a podcast on like 小宇宙. And also we have a official account in Xiaohongshu, Red Note. So you can all follow this and contact us through these different channels. And last but not the least, this is our manifesto, so that we really believe young founders and visionary entrepreneurs can create your own future, and you can change a lot of people's lives. And if you are have the courage and have the interest to not only solve the problems for algorithms, but to solve some real problems in the world and to create your own ventures, feel free to contact me or contact ZhenFund, and we are very happy to talk and to show you more interesting stories behind a startup and how to be successful in startup, and we are really happy to help. All right, and a very congratulations on every team that finished your semifinals, and we look forward to continue work with you, join the community, and hope one day we can join you guys offline and we can talk in person. All right, and I think that's all from my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Emma Yin, for insightful sharing. Next, please enjoy the video from Huawei.
I haven't seen it, but I have to believe that the sun shines beyond all the clouds. I still know words of the cutters and shirts open someday that I won't be found, but I don't know which way to go. I haven't seen it, but I have to believe that the sun shines beyond all the clouds. I still know words of the cutters.
Let's go see the sunset. The seahorse belongs to the Syngnathidae family.
But I don't know which way to go.
Challenge from a fellow rider. Obstacle 1 kilometer ahead. Automatically changed lane to avoid.
Hey, Junior team used to relax this.
Please welcome Mr. Peng Zhen, an expert in large language models from Huawei, to share his insights with us. Welcome.
Okay, thank you. And good evening, all the hackers and the dreamers. My name is ZhenFund. I'm from the Huawei CBG Cloud, and I'm working on the language model and agent currently. And today I'm going to share our thoughts and some experience and challenge of the complex mathematical problem solving in our Xiaoyi agents. And I hope that everyone who are interested in this topic can contact to us. We have the email here. Okay, so next page, please. Yeah, so firstly, I think I want to introduce a little bit about Huawei Xiaoyi Education Agent. So this is an agent that can help students and parents and the teachers to improve their education more efficiently. We start this agent because we believe that in the future, education the most important thing is to cultivating the high-level innovative talents, which require the very high ability to the agent. And because as we know that the recent education or the past education is more about passively receiving knowledge from the teachers. So we hope we can help the students to shift from that to actively identifying and solving problems. So this in this agent, we aim to help education participants using AI-powered tools and maximize the students' enthusiasm of learning and create activities. Next page, please. So as we know that AI has been developed rapidly since 2023 after large language model was released and developed. So from GPT. So recently we have seen that a lot of breakthroughs in solving science, technology, engineer, and math problems using large language model or large vision language models. Even in very high, very complex IMO level task like IMO, the International Mathematical Olympic competition, the language model is doing very well. So when we start the Xiaoyi education agent, we applied quite a lot of problem solving ability from LLMs and some other AI technologies, such as reinforcement learning. So in this Xiaoyi education agent, we provide several features. For the teachers and parents, it can provide the problem solving and homework grading. And for the students, it can help to teach the students. And this is with the help of the AI and language model. Next page, please. So with this agent, we have seen the quite good results from it. For example, in this year, 1 month ago, Xiaoyi Math Agent participated the International Mathematical Olympic 2025 and won a silver medal. As we know that IMO is a premier high school mathematical competition, which in it the problems are extremely difficult. So, but still, we got this agent. We developed got 34 points, which is very close to the human gold level, 35 points. And we also got some highly praised from the IMO president. Next page. However, even though that we know that math problem has been solved well by large language model or some with some other AI approaches, but we still find that there are quite some very complex problems that cannot be solved by current AI system. Even the best AI system cannot solve some complex combinatory problems, for example, and some other geometry problems. Using AI to solve it is very, very difficult. And we can take the IMO 2025 problem 6 as an example. This problem required very good ability on the spatial visualization and combinatory reasoning, which is not the strength of large language model. We believe that with some other techniques like deep sync, code inference, concept scaling, and deep research, and some maybe some other techniques, this problem can be well solved. But now, currently, the math problem, the very complex ones, that still cannot be solved very well. Next page, please. So to solve this kind of problems, we believe that there are several challenges that need to be conquered, and there are two types of challenge that need to be conquered. The first type is we need to further improve the large language model, and in this challenge, we propose two sub-challenge. The first is that we need to infuse large language model with the logical power of formalized languages, which can solve the problem of classification and make the result more accurate. And to do that, we need more formalized data. And the good ways to create such kind of data. Also, we also need some tool involve the training, which can involve the code or some other formalized language be part of this whole solving process. And the second challenge is that we need to embed the spatial visualization, combinatory, and any other capability into the large language models, which requires more good quality code data and some geometry data. And another big challenge is to improve the agent context. As we know, when people do the reasoning, we can use different kind of tools to get very good context or very useful context for solving different complex problems. And also when the human people deal with complex problems, we also use some other tools like searching and coding and some other tools. So we believe that to do that, we need to do the problem decomposition, and we need more tool interaction, and we need to do some deep research. And we need an agent which can combine all this together naturally and to make it act like a human and exceed a human. So we believe that if we can conquer all this challenge listed in this table, we can we can make our agent which can solve the most complex mathematical problems in the real world. So in this math agent, we believe the AI can help more, and we are working on that. And you are welcome to join in, and we would like to work together with all of you. Okay, next page. So this is all I want to share today. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Peng Zhen, for sharing such valuable insights. I believe everyone has been eagerly waiting for the results. Now, the moment has finally arrived. Let's welcome our co-president, Mr. Qin Yushi, to unveil the rankings in real time and introduce the rules for the third Universal Cup finals. Welcome.
是先捆绑吗？
要我先讲话，然后滚吗
你先讲话，OK。
？Okay. So is it starting? What is happening? Okay. Okay. So hi everyone, and thank you so much for joining us today. And after the wonderful words from Chen Jingbang and our sponsors, the microphone has come to me, but well, unlike them, I don't have a scripted speech because we just wrapped up our month of hard work for preparing the semifinals. First of all, on behalf of our scientific committee and the technical committee, I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who has supported us throughout this journey. So now let me quickly walk you through the agenda of the rest of our ceremony. So first, it will be our most exciting part. We will unfreeze the scoreboard and review the winner of the contest and all the teams who have qualified for the South Universal Cup semifinals. But keep in mind that we are only going to release a candidate list because we are going to check all users' recordings, and some teams might just give up their places. So it will be a long process, but tonight we will just announce all the candidates. And next, I will take a moment acknowledging all the people behind the scenes, our SCNTC members, judges, testers, and everyone who made this event possible. And finally, I'll show you some updates on our organizations, about our next seasons and our finals and all other upcoming news. Okay, so let's just go to our first stage. We will just unfreeze the scoreboard. So, well, you might have known that we have a total of 284 teams participating this year. It's a great number. For the last year, we only have about 200 teams, and this year this number goes to about 300. And when designing the problem set, we wanted to distinguish all those teams who are the bar of the qualifying. Meanwhile, we want to provide much choice from all levels of the teams, from the beginners to the most experienced teams all over the world. And it's a very tough work to make the problem set more balanced. And since we have so many teams, we will just walk through to all of the teams who have solved less than 6 problems. Because if we unfreeze all of those submissions, the ceremony will take hours or even takes a whole day. So we will just quickly give a walkthrough to all those submissions. And I know that many of you guys are the first time to do the Universal Cup problems, and I received many feedbacks and comments about the problems and the problem size. Some teams are saying the problems are too hard, and they felt very sad because they tried a lot and they didn't solve many problems. But keep in mind that you are competing with the strongest teams all over the world, and those teams includes the past champions from IOI or ICPCs, or many experienced competitors who have been done CP for 10 or 20 years or even longer. So I think the most important thing is you can learn something new, and you can see how the strongest teams are competing in the programming competitions. And most importantly, you can have the chance to get to know the teams all over the world and get in touch with a more diverse problem set. So we have about 280 teams, and about 7 of them who solved more than 6 problems. And we're going just to go through all those teams who have solved 6. And this is the complete list of the teams who solved less than 5 problems. And now we're going to unfreeze the rest of the submissions, starting from the teams who have solved at least 6 problems. And one thing is you can see is the 67th place. This is the team Naive Birds. If you get to know them, you know that they are the team from Peking University who has won the ICPC World Finals in Astana. So you can see even the strongest teams, the strongest ICPC team could, perform not that well. So I think it's quite fine for you to just enjoy, and let's just see what will happen for the rest of the teams. So the first team is the team Alno Gregorio. So I apologize for not pronouncing all of the team's names properly because, I don't really know what languages or words or how would you expect to write a lot of team names. They have solved 6 problems in total, and they have no more pending submissions, so they have just solved 6 problems. The next team is Team Serve Coffee. They have solved 6 problems, and they still have 1 more pending submissions on problem M. So if you forgot what is that problem, it's a problem for choosing a host city and calculate the minimum total cost. It's a data structure problem which we expect to be a distinguished problem to the finalists. And in fact, we have about 20 solves on this problem. And for their submissions, the results is yes. So they solved 1 more problems and their places goes up. And next team is the team Thinking. They have solved 6 problems in total and no more pending submissions. So they got a 65th place. And they have been advanced by the season ratings because according to our rules, the top 10 rated teams in our online stages will advance to the finals. And congratulations for them. The next team is the team Shizuku. They have solved 6 problems and they have 2 more pending submissions on the problem L about merging robots. And let's see what will happen. The verdict is, no. So they solved 6 problems and they got 64th place. And the next team is Nova Frontier. They have solved 6 problems and they have no more pending submissions. The next team is the team Web Coding Player. They have solved 6 problems in total without any further submissions, so they got the 62nd place. The next team is the team Shirovlaski. They have 1 more pending submissions on L, which is no, so they got the 61st place by solving 6 problems. And the next team, Warner 1129, they solved 6 problems in total without further submissions. So they got the 16th place. Well, next team, Absolute Advantage, they have solved 6 with 1 more pending submissions on L, and the verdict is yes. So they solved 1 more and their places goes up. And the next team is Storage Hardian. This is a team made by 3 members from different universities, and the team name means Sorry Tajin, where Tajin is one of their team members called Tao Jun, and he's the captain of the World Finals team from Shanghai University. So good luck, and they have 1 more pending submission on problem L. Let's see what will happen. The verdict is no. Okay, sorry, Charlie, but you didn't solve more, and you got 59th place. It's still it's amazing. And the next team is called 不想起名字. Well, it's in Chinese, which means I don't want to come up with a team name. Okay, so they solved 6 problems in total without pending submissions. Okay, so they got 50th place. The next team is IP0 on Fire. They have solved 6 and they have 4 more attempts on L, which is correct. So congratulations. Their places goes up. And the next team, 夏日营. Okay, so this team is a world finalist team from the Shanghai Jiaotong University. They are very strong. They just won the 2nd prize in the last China Collegiate Programming Contest finals. Well, with Now at the same time, the first place is a team who cannot go to World Finals for some reasons. And so they have done great, and they just got an amazing achievement at the past 2 training camps for the World Finals. They won the champion at the SPC training camp powered by Huawei last week. So they are a very strong team. So they have 4 more pending submissions on problem L, and let's see what will happen. The verdict is yes. So congratulations, their places goes up. And next is the team randomly made solutions. So they have solved 6, and they have 5 more submissions on the problem L. And the verdict is no. Okay, so they solved 6 problems and they got the 57th place. Next team is the Anton Fan Club. I'm also a fan of Anton, by the way. And they have solved 6 with 1 more submission on L. And the verdict is okay, so it's no. So they got 56th place. Well, the next team is the team AC 到底来没来, which means has the AC come out? Well, AC means accepted. They have solved 6 problems in total, and they got the 55th place. The next team got not, and they have solved 6 without pending submissions, so they got 54th place. The next team, Matsukaze, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce Japanese words, and they have solved 6 problems in total. They got 53rd place. The next team is called 南外11队, which means 19 Foreign Language School Team 11. I don't know much about this team, but someone told me that there's no students in 19 Foreign Language School in this team. I'm not sure if that's right. So if I was, then I'm really curious about what's the meaning of your team name. And they solved 6 problems in total without pending submissions. So good job. Next team is 冰糖鸽子. And they solved 6 problems total. Very good job. And the next team is the UCLA 3 Musketeers. They are the world finalist team from the University of California, Los Angeles. And I'm a big fan of you, 朱老大。我是你的粉丝. Yeah, I'm a big fan of all of you, and they solved 6 problems in total, which they did not solve problem D, which is a pity. But anyway, a very good job, and congratulations for solving 6 problems. And the next team, Big Shot, they have solved 6, and they have 1 more pending submissions in problem L, which is no. Okay, so they solved 6 problems and they got the 49th place in total. Okay, so next team, Nameless Dreamers, they have solved 6 problems, and they still have 2 more pending submissions. Let's see what will happen. So the first is the Board Friends 2. Let's see, they have 5 submissions, and what will happen? The verdict is yes. Okay, they are strong, and they solved 1 more problem. Next team is TRITR. They solved 6 problems in total, and they got the 48th place. The next team, ITMU5, they have quite a lot more submissions. Well, the problem I is about ethanol. You know, I think it's a quite challenging task. Well, let's just see if he can solve this problem. It's no, okay, but it's hard anyway, and I believe we struggled a lot during the testing, so it's great. And they have 1 more problem submission on problem L, which is, well, it's a no. So they solved 6 and they got 47th place. Well, the next team is Florson. They have 3 submissions on L, which is, well, it's a no. So they solved 6 and they got the 46th place. Well, the next team, AD Audio P plus per Codio. Okay, so very funny name, and they solved 6 problems in total. The next team, the meaning of the team name is 2 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. I suppose. Well, wait, what's happening? Your computer is broken. 蔡胜良. Well, I think your computer is somehow broken. Well, it's a part of our frozen process. It's completely normal. It adds some joys. Oh, it's the priest again. Yeah, it's quite normal because it adds some funny stories during the Unfrozen. Okay, let's go back to the team. So this team, the meaning of the team is 2 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. I suppose it means the performance of all the team members in the national Olympiads in format is. I suppose I got it correct. Yeah, it's quite amazing. And let's see what will happen. We have 2 more submissions. One is the problem G, I suppose, and the next is the problem M. So first is problem G. It have 5 pendings, which is okay, it's correct. So very good job. And next, the team Yusupo, they didn't have further submissions, but they really worked very hard on problem A. I suppose they made the first series submission on problem A, and the author and me, well, we just observed them a lot and see if they could eventually struggle to pass this problem. Very good job. And they have been advanced by seasonal ratings. So they are one of the finalists at the UConn finals. Congratulations. And the next team is the team AC on 301 minutes. They have 2 more problems to go. For the first one, the decision is no. And for the second one, it's okay, so it's also no. So they got the 43rd place. Well, the next team is the team No Name, made with 3 students in Peking universities, and they were also members from the Little Sandfish Training Center. I would just say well happening. Oh, but they don't have any further pending submissions. So, well, hope you enjoyed the contest, and I hope I can meet you next week when I arrive at Beijing. Okay, very good job. So the next team is the UJ222. They have 3 pendings on M, which is okay, it's correct. Very good job. The next team is the team from Samyang University, no idea. They were also a team from going to the SPC World Finals next week. They have solved 6 problems in total. Very good job. And next team is the Mission 239. They have 1 more pending submission on L, which is okay, it's correct. Congratulations. Okay, the next team is team LGVC. It means for only 1 team that's still in junior high school. And he solved 6 problems in total with 1 more submissions, and let's see what will happen. The verdict is correct. Very impressive. So congratulations. Next team is Cup 1 PP. They have 8 more submissions on D. The verdict is, well, it's a no. So they solved 6 problems in total. The next team is the team Amstel Park. They have solved 6 problems in total with, well, 2 more submissions on L and M. And for the L, the decision was yes. So they solved 1 more. Congratulations. Well, next team is the team New Game Plus players from the Carnegie Mellon University. I'm also a fan of all of you. I'm a fan of so many people. And they have 3 pending submissions on I, L, and M. For the problem L, the verdict is no. Okay, it's understandable. It's really a hard task anyway. For the problem L, the verdict is no. And for the M, the verdict is yes. So congratulations, they solved 1 more task. Well, next team is the lunch break at 4:30. They have 2 more pending submissions. First one is on E, which is correct. Congratulations. Well, the next team is the team Les Miserables from the 1 team member Qiu Zixuan. While he's also very strong, he is probably one of the top solvers at QJ. He solved thousands of problems last year, and they have advanced to the Universal Cup finals last year for the last finals, but they cannot come here due to the conflicts with the Chinese Olympiads. So it's a big pity, and let's see what are they doing in this season. They have 5 more submissions on problem E, and the verdict is no. And they have 3 more submissions on problem M, which is No, so they solved 6 problems and got 39th place. It's a very amazing achievement. The next team is ZhenFund Club. They have 2 more submissions on problem D. Okay, and the verdict is yes. So congratulations, Anton. And let's go to the next team. Next team, 加油，我在哪里并不重要。Okay, so they have 12 more submissions on problem E, you know, the randomized convolution task. And while some of they have commented on that they really don't like problem E because they think, well, it's not their taste. But let's just see if they have solved this. And the decision is yes. Okay, very good job. So these are all of the teams who have solved 6 problems in the semifinals. It's a quite amazing achievement, and congratulations. Let's move on. The next team is the team Penglai Racing 1.5. They have 50 more submissions on L, which is correct. Congratulations. And the next is the team Serve Coffee again. They solved 7 problems in total. And again, it's the team Absolute Advantage. They solved 7 problems in total. And the team 夏日营, they solved 7 problems in total. Very good job. And next is the team LP0 on Fire. They solved 7. The team Nameless Dreamers. Again, they have 1 more submission on M. Let's see what will happen. The verdict is no. Okay, so they solved 7 problems. Very amazing. One of the members, Wang Mohua, was the champion at the NY 2025 as a junior high school student. Well, quite impressive. The next team is Lunch Break at 4:30. They have 2 more submissions on M, and the verdict is yes. Congratulations. Well, next is the team Deep Sleep. They have 9 submissions on L, and the decision is no. Okay, so they solved 7 at 32nd place. And it's the team 2 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze again. They have 1 problem to go, and the verdict is yes. So they solved 2 problems after Frozen. Very impressive. And the next is the team 加油，我哪里并不重要。They solved 7 problems in total and got the 30th place. Very impressive. Next is the team Namsdale Park. They still have 1 more problem to go. And the verdict is yes. Congratulations. They have come to the last season of the Summer Summits and the finals, and they made it very impressive. Next is the team Mission 239. They solved 7 problems and got the 29th place. And the next team is the team from CMU. They're going to the World Finals next week, and I hope them got a very good luck and enjoy the finals. And they did a very impressive achievements. They solved 7 problems and got the 28th place. Well, the next team is Wu Za Ban, which means crying what to do. And they are the freshmen at the they're not freshmen, sorry. They are students from Peking universities, and they solved 7 problems. Very impressive. Next is the team UTK. They solved 7 problems in total without penny submissions. Very cool. The next team, the meaning of the name is I don't know any data structures. Okay, but we don't have. Oh, we have 1 data structure problem in this contest, and you solved it. So you are lying. You know something about data structures. Well, the team members are 范思哲、史浩佳 and Wang Xianbang. So the first member is a IOI gold medalist in Sucre, and 史浩佳 was a 2 times perfect solver in the International Math Olympiads, and Wang Xianbang was also an IMO gold. Was also an IMO gold, and he's a freshman at MIT this fall. And they have solved 7 problems in total, and they still have 2 more pending submissions on problem J, well, the only counting problem in this contest. So the verdict is yes. So they did a very impressive work. Congratulations. Next team is the Bomber Peak. They have solved 7 problems in total and got 25th place. Very impressive. And next team is the team LGVC. They solved 7 problems in total. Very impressive, especially for a one-person team. Congratulations. And he is also the first solver on problem C. And I think it's the first blood in the contest, right? Very impressive. Next team, ZhenFund Club. So they solved 7 problems and got 23rd place. Very impressive. Next team is Polaris 1.5. They also solved 7 problems. That's amazing. And the next team is the team IP Patsu. Well, they were the World Finals team from UIUC. Johan was a finalist in Carnegie Mellon University at Luxor, and Wang Zhikun was a finalist in Xi'an Jiaotong University. They have just won the champion at the 2025 North American Championship. They solved 12 problems, 2 more than the second place. It's really amazing. And they were also the first team to solve problem I without any thirds. It's really impressive because all of our testers struggled a lot on this problem. So it's really amazing work. And they still have 6 more submissions on problem L. And let's see if we can solve this. And the verdict is, well, no. Okay, but you are still very amazing on the contest. They solved 7 problems, got the first solve on problem I, and they got 21st place. Very amazing. Next team is our favorite team, Almost Retired Dandelion. They were finalists last year, but they just missed 1 place during the online stages. So let's just see if they can make into the finals. They have 19 verdicts pending submission on problem E. I have saw Yumlik sharing his approaches for problem E, and he was asking how to solve E on the Petrozavodsk servers. Let's see if they will manage to solve problem E in the end. They have 19 attempts. Okay. Well, in case if you don't know the problem, it's about a random convolution. But well, there were several different, completely different approaches to this problem, and maybe some approaches would just struggle. And the verdict is yes. So they have come to the 8th zone. Very impressive. And next team is Team Afterlife. They are a team from Zhejiang University, which is also going to Baku next week for the World Finals. They did a very good start. They have a very small penalty on the first few hours. And in the end, they have solved 7 problems, and they still have 1 more submission to go. And the verdict is accepted. Congratulations. And the next team is Devoportive Vetra. They have I and M. For problem I, the decision is, well, it's a no. Okay. And for problem M, it's correct. So congratulations. Very impressive. And the next is also a high school team from Beijing National Day High School. And Wu Lin was probably my favorite contestant in the next season. He won the 2nd place in the National Olympiads in informatics. And I hope you can make into the Chinese national team and go to IOI 2026 with me. Wow, I spend you all of the best. I wish you all of the best. And he is also the captain of the Little Sandfish Training Center this year. Okay, anyway, they have 2 more pendings. First is problem E and the next problem M. For problem E, the decision is yes. Congratulations. Well, next team is 勤奋学习, which means study hard. They have 2 more problems to go. First is the counting one. The verdict is yes, so they have go up. And the next is the team Polar Bear Transform. They are the teams from St. Petersburg universities. I think I remember they won the second place in the NERC finals, and they are going to the World Finals this year. So good luck, and let's see what will happen for your problem I. The verdict is yes, very impressive. It's a very hard task. Next is the team 非带不长队. Okay, so they have two more submissions on A and L. For A, the verdict is okay, so no. And for L, it's also no. So they solved 7 problems in total and they got 20th place. And these are all of the teams who have solved 6 problems in the finals, in semifinals. It's quite impressive, especially when we were designing the contest. We felt 7 problems is somewhat our threshold of the contest. We felt the first 5 to 6 were easy, and the next quite a few is challenging. And for the last 4 problems, we expect them to be very challenging. So 7 problems is a very impressive achievement. Well, the next team, Team 3+, it has only 1 member, Liu Hengxi. So if you joined us from our last finals, you will know that he is a single person team who advanced to the Universe Cup finals last season. And he did a very impressive work. He just won the champion of IOI 2025, which is very impressive. And he is still doing great in this contest. He has already solved 7 problems with a very little penalty, and they still have 1 more problem to go. It's the problem L, and the verdict is accepted. Congratulations! It's really amazing. Well, the next team, we play the mod in Northeast, so it's 我在东北玩泥巴. Okay, I got your idea. And they are the team from Princeton University. They have 5 problems to go. The first one is problem A. It's correct. It's very impressive. Wow, very amazing. The problem A is a spherical geometry, which we expected most team will struggle a lot, but they just spent 3 attempts to solve it. Very impressive. Okay, so it's you again, 2 gold, 2 silver, 1 bronze. It's my 3rd time to read your team name. And you solved 8 problems, very impressive. And congratulations on winning the 19th place. Next team is lunch break at 4:30. No further attempts and 18th place, very impressive. Next team, well, it's almost retired Dandelion. So they still have 1 more submissions to go. And this will decide if you can advance to the finals, and let's see what will happen. The verdict is okay, so you solved it. Very impressive. So they solved 9 problems now. Wow, it's very great. And next team is the team Amstel Park. They solved 8 problems in total, and they got the 17th place. Very impressive. Well, the next team is you again. Well, don't know any data structures. They solved 8 problems in total, and they got the 16th place. Very good job. The next team, Tono-sama, they have solved 8 now, and they still have 2 more pending submissions. The first one is problem I, which is no. Okay, so the next problem is problem M, which is accepted. Wow, very impressive. And the next team, they have solved 8 problems now without pending submissions. So they got the 15th place. Very good job. And the next team, Polar Bear Transform, they solved 8 problems in total. Very great. Then they got the 14th place. Well, the next team is Polish Mafia. They have already qualified by the ratings, and they won the 4th place in the last U-Cup finals. Let's see what will happen. They were the first team to solve the problem A, and they have pending submissions on D and I. So first is problem D. The verdict is, wow, correct. It's very great. So let's just go. Well, it's the team Afterlife from Zhejiang University. They eventually solved 8 problems in the 13th place. Very impressive. Next team is the team study hard. They still have 3 pending submissions on problem M, and the verdict is accepted. Very impressive. And the next team is Flammable Dumpster. And let's see their last submission on M, which is, well, it's a no. So they solved 8 problems in total, and they have been advanced by the seasonal ratings, and the first team to solve problem H. Very good. And the next team, they solved 8 problems in total, and they got the 11th place, and they were the first team in the candidates of the finalists. So very impressive and congratulations. Well, the next team is the team fans of PKU Frank. While PKU Frank is the coach of the Peking University. He is a very great teacher. He's probably one of the best teachers I've met in my life. I really appreciate his help during my last year, especially, well, for some of the unforeseen things. And back to the team member Qian Yi and Peng Bo were a part of the Peking U finalist team in 2023 at the Luxor finals. And their old team name is Let It Rot, with the team member Feng Shiyuan from Carnegie Mellon University, which we have just introduced. And their new team member is Shi Kaicheng, who is also from Ningbo Zhenhai High School, the same high school of Qianyi. And they are going to form a team and participate on behalf of Peking University next year. So good luck to them. And back to the contest, they still have one more pending submission on problem I, and the verdict is no. Okay, so they solved 8 problems in total, and they got a 10th place, and they has anticipated to advance to the finals. Very impressive, and congratulations. Well, the next team is the team Arvin and Arrow game. Okay, so you can know the team members just by the team name. It's a very good team name. And they have 2 more pending submissions to go. The first one is the problem I, which is no. Okay, and the next submission is on problem J, which is correct. Congratulations. And that's finally is the team Freak Plus. They solved 8 problems. Very impressive, especially for a single person team. And he is anticipated to advance to the finals. Well, next team is we play them with mods in the Northeast. They still have 4 more pending attempts. But well, this really looks like, throwing random submissions in the last minute. So let's just see. First, problem B. It's one of the hardest problem in the contest. Well, specifically, it's the second hardest. And for our testers, one of our committee members, Jiang Lingyu, spent 6 hours on implementing this task. And let's see what will happen. The verdict is no, okay? And I, it's no. J, it's no. For K, well, I really think nobody could solve this. This task was initially proposed to the CCP's finals, but we excluded. And when preparing this task, it took a lot of people spending weeks to prove our solutions and to implement a efficient solution. So I really don't think anyone could solve this in 5 hours. And let's see, the verdict is okay, it's no. Very great, and they solved 9 problems in total, and they got the 8th place. Very impressive, and congratulations for advancing to the finals. Well, the next team is the team Almost Retired Dandelion. They solved 9 problems in total, which is also the first team to solve problem F. Very great, and congratulations to the finals. Next is Team Tonosama. They solved 9 problems in total, and they got the 6th place. Very impressive. Our next is the Team Polish Mafia. They still have 3 more attempts on problem I. Okay, so the verdict is no. So they solved 9 problems in the end, and they got the 5th place. Very impressive, and congratulations for the first to solve problem A. Next is the team Study Hard. They solved 9 problems in total, and they got the 4th place. Congratulations. Next is the team Arva and Arrow Game. So they ended up with solving 9 problems, and they got the 3rd place. Congratulations. Next is the team Homa Mobile. Well, it's also our old friend. They solved 9 problems in total, and they don't have any further submissions in the frozen hour. So they solved 9, and I really like to hear your voice about the problems, especially when we were reviewing our proposals. A lot of them were seen by Maroon, and we cannot use those tasks. Wow, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed our contest, and congratulations for winning on the 2nd place. Okay, so it's our usual moment. When we were unfrozen the results from our semifinals or last finals, we will always see this picture that US1A1 has won the contest in 4 hours. Wow, and we cannot even add some joys like guess who is the winner of the contest, because USA1 always solve 1 more problem than the others in the 4-hour window. Okay, so you can see they have solved 10 problems now, and which is already 1 more problem, well, than all other teams. But there's still one secret. Is it an N+1 moment or an N+2 moment? And it will depend on their verdicts on problem A. They have made 8 attempts, and let's just see what will happen. And the verdict is, oh my god, they solved it. Okay, so in the end, they solved 11 problems in total. They basically solved every solvable problems in the contest. When we were making the contest, we felt it's really tough to get problem B without the help of AI or any other tools. And even if you use AI or something to help you to implement it, to get clearly all the details will be extremely difficult. And for problem K, I will explain it later. It's totally unsolvable during a 5-hour contest. So it's a really amazing achievement. You solved 2 more problems than everyone else. Quite amazing. And congratulations for the winner of the semifinals. It's really impressive. So because we were having online lives, we cannot have some moments, but well, congratulations. And they are the first team to solve problem G, problem L, and problem M. Okay, so that's the end of our unfrozen period. So congratulations for all of the teams, all of the winners, and thank you everyone for joining our contest. And there's a quite common question is where to find the editorials. Well, to be fair, we haven't started writing them now because we're just very busy on wrapping up everything on preparing the contest. But I promise we the committee members will try the best to at least release the tutorial, some of the tutorials, maybe except K, because it's really hard for us to compile everything. We have different committee members doing different parts of the proofs, so it will come in a really late period, but we will try to make sure to publish the results, the editorials from other problems first. Okay, so that's all for the unfrozen part, and let's go to the next agenda about the semifinal statistics. So just after the finals, we have started the preparation for the semifinals contest. And it is really hard for us to prepare two contests dedicated for the Universal Cup while preparing other contests like the SPC Regionals the CCPC finals, and all other Olympiads also. So we published a call for tasks to a small amount of interested members, and we received a total of 96 submissions. Among all those submissions, we shortlisted 17 problems, and we ended up in using 13 of them for the final official contest. I would like to acknowledge all the judges, problem setters, and testers of the contest. Their names are 蒋凌宇、曾耀辉、杜于浩、葛志远、郭宇冲、吕耀维、Takuto Koriyama、Masanori Ogiwara、Ryo Takahashi、陈新阳、陈诺、戴江奇、邓明阳、杜佩健、江澄、裘家明、沈吉玉、孙培轩、许其文、翟鹏浩、钟子谦、周康阳。On behalf of the scientific committee, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to every single one of you for your dedication, effort, and your outstanding contributions. And it is my third attempt to create a contest for the U-Cup semifinals or finals. Well, I have been involved in creating many contests for years, but it's always found me hard to create a contest for the world's strongest teams, especially how to create a diverse one. Well, you know, some of teams will prefer some kind of tasks or maybe hate something. And when making the problem site, my primary goal is always to put diverse first. So maybe you don't like problem A, you don't like problem E, you don't like problem I, or don't have some particular problem. But it's all about a part of our contest. It's just like in ICPCs or iOS, there's always something you felt it's not uninteresting or you felt it's just a bit too standard. But that's why we have 13 problems. That's why we are a contest rather than solving individual problems. After the contest, you are free to send all of your feedbacks to me or on Discord server. We are looking forward to seeing your opinion and how can we improve for our future contests. And we are always looking for more creative and high quality problems to keep the Universal Cup diverse and high quality. Our next finals, the finals for the third Universal Cup, will come soon, but we cannot give you the exact format or dates yet. However, we still welcome everyone who is interested to submit their tasks, whether you would like to join us as a judge, as a staff, as a committee member, or just want to contribute to the finals, or simply share your amazing problems with a broader community. So please don't wait. We will soon publish a dedicated page for the call for tasks and call for contests. And we sincerely invite all of you to send in your proposals. If you propose many tasks, we can invite you as an on-site as a judge. And if you propose more contests, you will have a dedicated contributors quota for the finals. And so stay tuned, and we will send more news about our finals quite soon. And next thing is about the next season. I have received many requests about when will the next season begin. Well, over the last few months, we are very busy on organizing the semifinals. And personally, I'm not in a very good shape because I'm facing a lot of difficulties in my real life. So we have postponed our estimated start of our next new season. And now we plan to start the next season. Okay, so, well, the next thing is about our new season. We plan to start our new season in late September with all of updated rules, updated, well, contest system, and our ratings. So we will publish a detailed announcement about the new season before it starts, but I will quickly give you some explanations of our updated terms first. So first of all, it's about the team compositions. Our current system asks you to fill in all of your team members during the registration. And technically, you can send a message to the contest administrators before the contest to stating who is competing in this contest. Well, but obviously it's not convenient. And in many cases, they were not updated on time because, well, the contest administrators are always very busy. So starting from the new season, we're going to have a built-in team composition editor that allows you to add a member, delete a member, and even allows you to add more members' informations, or like the name, the email, the handles on QOJ, code forces, headquarter, and so. And so basically you can view the details of each team members. And before the start of the contest, you can select who is competing in this contest. So you can really know that, well, some members are pairing and some members are paired as judging, and you will not be confused. Like, he knows the problems, why is he still competing? Or, you know, someone is winning because they have know the problems in advance. Well, I hope this could reduce the situation of such scenarios. And we really recommend you to check, if you have already registered, we recommend you to check your team compositions. And if you find anything wrong, you can write us an email and we can update the forms quite soon. And before the new season starts, all the existing teams are required to complete a form to, well, to re-enter all their team member informations, and we will announce it quite soon. And the next point I especially want to highlight is about our current rating system. So our current rating system is adapted from two different systems. One of them is the classical ITMO rating system, which was used in the old ITMO camp. And the other term we have found is the Grand Prix 30 system, which has been used in the old Open Cup and the headquarter World Tour finals. But currently, we have seen that many teams are, well, complaining about the current system. Like for the top teams, especially if you want to advance to the finals, your ratings are pretty much determined almost entirely by how many wins or top twos or top threes you have earned. And performance in other rounds have just very little influences, which, well, it's part of our intuition. We intentionally wanted to focus on your strongest performance, but we might need to optimize for the terms. And some very serious, some very odd things may happen if a team dominates a contest, like, you know, if some contests USA 1 or Homama solved 50 problems and second place solved 5 or 4, then this contest becomes unusable because everyone got a very low rating and it cannot contribute to the ratings overall ratings at all. So we're going to optimize our rating formula. But before we announce it, we still want to hear more voice, especially for our experienced players. If you have any suggestions or even feelings, you're free to send them to us so we can better understand the voice of the community and how can we improve for our next rating formulas. And finally, it's about the number of contests. Starting from the new season, we will have 2 dedicated types of contests. The first contest, which we will call them as Grand Prix, is the same as our old rated Universal Cup stages. You compete and you earn a rating. But for some other contests, we will mark them as unrated just for trainings. You are free to participating in these contests in a longer window, like a whole weekend or even whole week, you are free to start them, but they will not be contributed to the ratings. This will first help the teams, especially aiming for finals, to reduce their pressures, because we really understand that it's really hard to participate in 40 contests in a whole season to just improve your ratings. And next, this kind of gives us an opportunity to include more diverse, well, maybe some uncommon problems, maybe some easier problems, maybe some extremely hard problems, or maybe even some OI style or other styles of problems into our community, so that everyone can try to solve them for fun, can discover something new, while not affecting our main rules and our targets on qualifying to the finals. So stay tuned about all those updates, and I hope these updates can improve our experiences on participating in our next season of the Universal Cup. So anyway, it's really late now. That's all I want to say. And finally, I really thank everyone who have joined us. I especially wanted to thank Snark and the organizers from the Petrozavodsk programming camp. They even hosted an on-site small event for the semifinals, where the contestants received printed statements for the contest. This is really impressive, and I really appreciate their help. And I would like to thank the Code Forces team for allowing us to promote our contest. And thanks all our sponsors. And I would like to send a final thank to Luogu, who provides us the prize and the infrastructure for the semifinals live. So thank you all, and have a good night, and stay tuned for our virtual events. Thank you.
This concludes our closing ceremony. Once again, we would like to extend our heartfelt thanks to Huawei and ZhenFund for their generous support, and to all the participants and staff who made this competition possible. Thank you all, and we look forward to see you next time. Bye bye.